Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations. A first conversation with a new representative can be a savvy agent will engender confidence in his, but the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities.
The show's continuing coverage of East. Chris Cruz, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Guys, you take a look at the home nine as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Cruz, just 18 years old, is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Hit in the air to left field. Esquivel moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Shane Robinson. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tejada is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now at the plate, Thomas Padgett is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. In there, 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought us good stuff in this one.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Cut hold. Cut hold.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist beat a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
In now, Ricky Marte, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down in the zone around the knees.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Ricky Marte is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning.
Number 82.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Into the box, Claudio Saucedo, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. 1-1 the count now. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Now at the plate, Thomas Yamazaki. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in, Eric Salem, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Park. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half.
Hey, we got no outs.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Amaya. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. In there, strike 2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th.
Hey, no runner. Eat it, eat it.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a fly out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Amaya leads off second with nobody out. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. 2 is left. Tejada. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Striding in once again, Thomas Padgett, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We got 1 here.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Ricky Marte. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count.
Hold him right here now, guys.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 82, a base hit in his first trip.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Ready for another chance. Claudio Saucedo. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame.
1-1-1.
Rounded back up the middle. And there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Thomas Yamazaki. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul for strike 2. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Josh Hirsch. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
No balls and 1 strike.
Here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Josh Hirsch goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
1-2. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And a fastball just a bit up.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Anthony Amaya. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. 0-1 the count.
1-1-1.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Ready once again, Thomas Padgett. First delivery to him on the way. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Throw in time at first for out number 2. Into the box now, Ricky Marte, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And Here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes